Our new PS of Diaspora, Roslyn Jogu, and you can tell she knows her staff very well. And I'm very, very proud that she's in our ministry. She's smart, she's a lawyer, she knows about diaspora. So we're in good hands with her. Ambassador Meg Whitman, she's a friend of Kenya. Very, very senior person, not only in Kenya, in the US, but all over the world, with a huge experience in the private sector. You've heard of Hewlett Packard? And you'll come those who Hewlett Packard. Mona, mashilingi yuko nayo. Na yuko sawa. Na anapenda Kenya. And she loves Kenya. You can tell it. She's doing her job, but she also, we feel her love when we talk to her. She cares about us. And that is even more important than just somebody doing their work. And we really appreciate her friendship and the role she's playing. And I think since she got here, she's built upon the relationship that we've had with the United States and even made it better with this new fifth administration of President William Ruto. And we talk with her as friends and we trust each other and work together. So Bele iko sawa. The rest of the leaders here, especially my good friend, Ambassador Haika, chair lady of Diaspora, and the other members of parliament who are here, Kenya Mutua, our father who's here, the diaspora team, Chodho Kedi, I've known you for quite some time, and sisi wote tukiwa hapa. At the end, it was the first week of August 1991. My father took me to Gikomba, whereby I bought shati ya mtumba, suruali ya mtumba, koti ya mtumba, socks ya mtumba, viatu ya mtumba, hata underwear ya mtumba, because I was going to the United States of America. As a poor student who had gotten a scholarship to go and study. And I left my parents in a wooden shack here in Angware Ruta Satellite. And on the 11th of August, 1991, I took off from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport on the last Pan American flight out of Nairobi. We flew through Frankfurt all the way to the United States, and I landed at JFK International Airport. And I went there was a friend of mine, a classmate. We met actually at the airport, two classmates. We had gone our name, we had done Form 5 and 6 with her, Dorothy Malinga, and she was going to Edison, New Jersey. Akashangaa na mataa kidogo akachanganyikiwa. Mimi nilikuwa mtu wa sinema, nimeona sinema nyingi nikajua sitachanganyikiwa. So I helped with my friend, took her to Edison, New Jersey. And then we got back. Then I was a bit confused because it was 9 o'clock at night and the sun was still up. I thought, dunia imepinduka because of those time frames. So that was my introduction to the diaspora. I spent 7 years in the United States. I came back here, worked, taught at Daystar University, worked at the Nation, went to Australia, spent another nearly 5 years, did my doctorate, left Australia, lived in the UAE for several years. And then President Kibaki said, wacha kuregarega, huja hapa. So I came back where I worked with Isaiah Kabira as a first government spokesperson for the Republic of Kenya. And then the rest, as you say, is history. So I understand the diaspora. I was shaped in the diaspora. I left this country when I was 20. I turned 21 when I was in the United States in the month of August, on the 22nd of August. So I've been shaped by the diaspora. I lived for a long time overseas. So I know what I'm talking about, talk about diaspora. So it is a great pleasure to be able to attend here and to talk to you about what we are planning for this new department of the diaspora as we enhance our foreign relationships. So the organization of the Ministry of the Diaspora and its affairs is a testament to the growing importance and role of the diaspora in enhancing the country's development. The theme, inclusive growth, leveraging diaspora resources, for this conference is timely, coming at a time when the new Kenya Kwanza administration has acknowledged the role of the diaspora and its potential by dedicating a State Department in order to mainstream and empower Kenyans abroad to effectively make a significant contribution to the country's development. Kenya is a firm believer on diaspora issues. We have already ratified the AU Constitutive Act, Article 3, which calls on the participation of the African diaspora in Africa's development. And Kenya's development blueprint, Vision 2030, also acknowledges the role of the diaspora remittances, and they were highlighted very well by Ambassador, and the ones that are coming here from many countries, and I'll talk about figures in a minute. And I'm confident that this convention will deliberate on how we can address the many priorities covering diaspora, and how the diaspora can, like what they did in Singapore, China, and other countries, be used and be a main player in building and developing their countries. Our foreign policy in Kenya, just shortly, is anchored on 5 interlinked pillars, which include peace, amani, economic issues, uchumi, diaspora, nyinyi hapa, environment, mazingira, and cultural utamaduni. And the Kenya Diaspora Policy of 2014 was aimed at informing the government on measures and incentives to attract and use the diaspora's diverse skills and resources, as well as to fully integrate into the national development agendas. So this is where we've had the bilateral labor agreements that we are now negotiating to make it easier for 60 diplomatic missions and consulates to be able to galvanize and assist Kenyans, but also for Kenyans to be able to get jobs overseas. And it's something that we're working towards. We want Kenyans to be in Kenya, but we also want Kenyans to experience life overseas. And we know that the role that Kenyans play when they go overseas. And we like it when Kenyans are overseas, because they're able to remit money here and able to come back with various ideas to build this country. So we're not one of those countries that try to keep their people here. Enda ngambo, tengeneza pesa, jijenge, rudi nyumbani ujenge nyumba, tufanye biashara hapa, tujenge nchi yetu. Si ndio? Unaenda ngambo na unarudi hapa nyumbani. Usiende kupotelea huko, that's all we are saying. Lakini ukienda, urudi, ukijua unakuja kunini, kujenga Kenya. Because we have an estimated 3 million Kenyans living in the diaspora. And according to the CBK, this in 2020, they remitted over 350 billion, close to 400 billion shillings. And I'm hoping that within a year, we can triple that to about 1 trillion shillings, from 350, 400 billion to about 1 trillion shillings, as you look at what is happening. The circles that Ochodo and the others you've put together, and the organization that you put together for helping each other in the diaspora, they are key. Now with the Ministry of Diaspora, will be posting officials. And basically, we start with 20 missions, and then we post to many other missions. So we'll have a diaspora department in all our missions eventually, very soon, together with trade departments, because we want to get into trade. We like the mantra by the United States government, trade, not aid. We want to be able to provide opportunities for Kenyans. Ukiwa huko, unaweza fanya biashara na Kenya. Want foreigners to be able to go to our missions and be able to be guided on how to start businesses in Kenya. Our president has repeated many times that within a very short time, all our government services will be online. You'll be able to do all your paperwork, register companies, transfer documents, money, everything from a touch of a button, so that you can make money. We are getting into a realm of PPP, private-public partnerships. We want to encourage you to come. There was a movie by Danny DeVito, was it DeVito or Joe Pesci, other people's money? You know, we are looking into using other people's money, you know. Pesa yenyu, mulete pesa. You remember the movie with Michael Douglas and others? I can't remember the movie. Yeah, I know it's one of the short ones. Joe Pesci or Danny DeVito. Brilliant movie. Other people's money. Let them come here, build our highways. But also we want to use your money to build highways. But also comes with you also saving in Kenya. One of the ways countries like Australia, for example, have been able to build their highways, and some of the other nations, is by using their superannuation funds, by using their what do you call it in the US? 4-1, whatever? 4-1, yeah. And we'd like to do that. We want to build our savings. So if you can be saving in Kenya, it means that the government has money floating here. It's good for our country because it lowers inflation rate and everything. Then we can borrow that money with the diaspora fund and we build. So ukikuja hapa unatembea kwa nguvu na raha kwa barabara ambayo wewe mwenyewe umejenga na pesa zako mwenyewe. Unanipata? So we are thinking that way. So we want to bring businesses, facilitate you to do biashara here, facilitate others to come here under public-private partnership. We've streamlined the act. We have got changes with a new bill, and we are going to make it easier. You know, you come up with an idea, you come and invest, and you continue. I met Dr. Malcolm. Meeting there is from the United States, up, and I told him, this is the right time. You've come to the right country at the right time, with the right cabinet secretary, with the right US ambassador. So you're in a good place, you know. And so this is the right time to come and invest here, and we will support you. There are many other changes to make. We are a new government with a bottom-up policy, and there are very many things that we'll be able to do together. But I can assure you from where I sit, having been a member of the diaspora, studied and worked overseas, I know what you go through. I feel it. I don't need to be told. I've smelt it. I've touched it. So I know. So you're talking to a friend, you're talking to a colleague. So any issues with our new people and the departments, the State Departments being enhanced, your matters will be taken care of. And this is a testament to our president. Our president is a very hardworking man. He doesn't like sycophancy. You know, these people who say, oh, this person is so great. You know, our president doesn't like us going out there and talking about how great or how good he is. You know, he's not into sycophancy. But I have to tell you one thing about William Ruto. William Ruto keeps his word. He keeps his word. When he met the team from the diaspora and he promised there's going to be State Department of Diaspora, a ministry, not just a unit, he kept his word. When William Ruto said there's going to be a hustlers fund, he kept his word. When William Ruto said we are going to revive this economy from the bottom up, we've started reviving. He's keeping his word. He's committed to reviving this country. When William Ruto says wale wanataka kuandamana waandamane, tutawapatia askari wachunge vizuri, hata wakitaka maji tutawapatia, he keeps his word. Wacha wafanye hiyo, waandamane, sisi tujenge taifa. Kila mtu ashike laini. Ndio. Because this is a time to hold hands and build this country together, not a time to pull the country apart. And we are in a very good place as Kenya. We are playing a very important role in peace and security in the region. And we're very inclusive. We are with former President Uhuru Kenyatta doing a splendid job with the other leaders for the Ethiopia Tigray issue, with the DRC issue. We are proceeding very well with the support of our friends. So we're in a very good place in Kenya. Mambo mbele iko sawa kabisa. I can tell you from where I sit and the way we are working so hard, we hardly sleep. You know, when we got sworn in, the president said we'll be leaving work late. You know, I slept last night at 1:32 a.m. this morning, working for Kenya. And all of us are highly motivated. He doesn't micromanage. We all micromanage ourselves because we care about this country. We have been left behind by so many years of things that we should have done. We have to cut. And we are not doing it just for ourselves. We are doing it for generations to come. 30 years from now, we shouldn't be holding the same conversations we are holding. We should be at a different place in terms of economy, our society, and others. So with those remarks, I'm very pleased at this time to declare this diaspora meeting officially open. And to say thank you very much. And hard work pays. Hard work, smart work pays, but hard work pays. Be committed, be patriotic, and we'll move with you and we'll make all the necessary things that need to be done. Nimesema asante sana na Mola awabariki sana. Thank you.